Greetings. My name is Falyn Harper, and I am here today to present to you about my strategic plan for city colleges to increase enrollment and student support. Over the past 2 years, there has been a decline for various reasons, whether it's dealing with the new age students, whether there's low interest in college education, or overall customer service and procedure of the college. City colleges have 7 locations, and we deal with over 18,000 students yearly. With that, there are a lot of different dynamics that we go through in working with students. It is important that we stay up to date with trends, policies, and procedures to ensure the success of students and to ensure that we are assisting students in a manner to help them grow to the next level. In our meetings, we have discussed various options. We've spent our wheels with previous data and research, but we have not been able to adapt to the trends, nor have we been able to update ourselves in procedure, policy, and even software and technology to ensure that we are providing the best for our students. My strategic plan lays out from beginning to end various steps needed to take to ensure that we are doing everything that we can to become updated, trained, and prepared to deal with our students. With that, there are key components that we have to understand. One, that there has to be research done in order to effectively understand what our students need. Two, we have to make sure that that data and research is analyzed correctly to ensure that whatever we go for it in planning, that is structured correctly for our audience. So we have to make sure that the research that we and data that we process, it's analyzed to the point where we know that when we go back to deal with our consumers, students, that we are doing it correctly and we are making sure that we're meeting their needs on their level. In addition to that, we want to make sure that we have key components to ensuring that our staff is updated as well. So we want to make sure that we're training the staff to ensure that they know what is needed as well. We serve over 5,000 employees. And so with that, with the various updates and training, we have to ensure that all employees are updated on a continuous basis with everything. That is key because we want to make sure that in order to successfully help our students, that we are making sure that those that serve our students are trained as well. With that, there comes various communication processes and levels, whether it's face-to-face, one-on-ones with individuals, whether it's a mass email, whether it's one-on-one training, whether it's group training. There has to be some component of training in order to keep faculty and staff updated on what is needed to ensure the success of the students. So that's a big component as well. In addition, we want to make sure that in the next year or so that we are up to date with technology. As you know, technology is the wave currently, and with that, we have to make sure that our computers are updated with current software. I was looking at one of our software systems, and we were still in the process of using Microsoft from 2003. So those are some key components that we want to really put our research and our funds into. We want to make sure we're going to pour into technology to ensure that when a student looks at our institute, they know that we are up to date and that we are capable of meeting their technology needs. Because again, the way of the world is technology, and that goes into marketing. So part of our strategic planning is going to be marketing as well. And with our marketing plan, we want to make sure that we're marketing to the right audience. We want to make sure that we're marketing to these students who are social media heavy, to ensure that we're bringing in those students as well, which will increase enrollment One component I really want to highlight that we currently don't use is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is one of the social media components or organizations that it's heavily social media. And as we see that education is becoming a part of LinkedIn, LinkedIn has over 60,000 plus students in these little communities that they look, and they look for references. They look for individuals who have successfully made it, and as they're looking job hunting or looking for an educational institute or a trade, that they can reference back to us in that trend of city colleges. This is the place to go. This is where you want to go to get an affordable education, and this is what we need to do. Adapting. We want to make sure that we're adapting to those things. We want to make sure that we're adapting to the needs of the students, the needs of the staff. So part of our strategic planning is going to include working with staff from the bottom up. With that, we're going to work with staff that deal with students firsthand. We're not going to deal with us as managers. We're going to work with those people or work with staff that are working with students hands-on, and that they are always dealing with these students. So we want to make sure that they understand what policies are being put into place. We want to make sure that they agree with those policies to make sure that, oh, I deal with these students every day. These students don't need this. They need this. So we want to make sure we get that input from them as we strategically plan what it is that we want to make sure that our students need and get. So we're going to do that bottom up planning and strategic conversations with those people who deal with our students hand in hand. In addition to that, as we continue to plan, we want to look at different measures and measurements as far as data. So we already know we have this data that says that enrollment has been down. So we want to kind of do some surveys for current students. We want to reach out to previous students to say, hey, why is it that you're not coming back? What is it that we can do to ensure that you're successful? So with that, we want to ensure that we're taking that research and that data and we're bringing it back to the table, analyzing it to ensure that we can meet the needs of those that we serve. In addition, that's pretty much it, as far as making sure that we have everything aligned and in place to ensure the success of the students. So that it also includes supporting staff, so the internal, external, parents, and the community.